Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. It actually is morning for me for once. The stream normally is at a different time, so I'm real excited to be here with you. Uh, this is the first game night for the Oasis Wave. So I am Tassel, the community manager here, and today I am sharing the stream with Sharina, our creative producer. Hello, and thank you for joining.
Hi, GM, to all the Australian people that are tuned in, I guess. And good afternoon, because now I'm back in Vancouver. So out of Spain, back to the West Coast in Canada.
How nice, yeah. It's funny too, because that's how these work. So sometimes they're in I should say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you're tuning in from.
Exactly.
Um, this is going to be our first game night. We have some real incredible content for you guys today. We will first, I'll be sharing a player-created course. It's absolutely amazing, and I cannot say how. I'm just always blown away by the creativity of this community. A little later on in the stream, I will be go ahead and sharing some of the fishing expedition quest. I know some people have a hard time finding some of those hidden locations. Well, I got your back. I'll pretty much spoon feed where they're at, so you don't have to worry about that.
We love
And
a
then,
good spoon feed.
I know, right? Then towards the end of the stream, we'll be doing, of course, what the OGs and supers are excited about, the little pudgy delegation. So that'll be going to one very lucky super or OG for a period of no less than 2 weeks. So
Ooh.
I guess before I go ahead and share the location, I'd like to mention that this to be counted for attendance this time, we have a special in-game task. I don't know if you guys noticed, but on the leaderboard there is a task that for attendance. In order to get that, it's pretty simple. All you need to do is to fish at the location. Once you fish at the location, you'll have access to you can just complete the task. So if you need bait or a fishing pole and you're in Lumenstad, go ahead and grab yourself that. It's very cheap from Ivan. Otherwise, yeah, let's get stuck into this. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen and then share the location. If you guys could wait until everyone gets there, that would be really helpful. Be kind to your neighbor, please.
Yes. Be kind to your neighbor. No cheating, you guys. We're
This,
so excited. It took a sneak peek at the. It looks insane. It looks really insane. So very
yeah,
excited to see everybody
it's
attempt this one.
I know it really is too. Oh my gosh, look at all these people here. I'm really excited. All right. So what I'll do is I'll simultaneously I'll spit out the number of the plot. I'll say it out loud, and then I'll also put it in Discord so that everyone has access to it at the same time. So if you guys could all meet me at 308 3627. This is some beautiful creation from Mudo. Very excited about this one. Let me also share it on Discord.
Amazing. I love the
Alrighty.
adventure airdrop outfits that are in game. Those look so nice. I love
Aren't
them.
they cool?
Super cool. I can't wait to see somebody like gliding on the glider with that thing on because it's you got wings already, so you might as well just fly your way through Luma Lunda and the archipelago.
I know, right? So this course, obviously, I said it's created by Mudo. If you want to go ahead and do a little fishing while everyone shows up and claim your task, that's fine. If not, that's okay. You can. I will leave this task up for 1 hour until after the stream. So you have after the stream ends, it'll be up for 1 extra hour if you guys want to go ahead with that. Um, yeah, as everyone ports in, I will go
Beautiful.
ahead and put myself into the camera view because I think this really gives the best kind of perspective on everything. Oh,
Definitely. Wow.
look at this. We got people all around the edge.
Oh my gosh. You know what this reminds me of? I don't know if you've seen that Korean Physical 100, the Korean fitness competition.
Uh-uh.
Oh my god. Okay.
No.
I hope that someone watching this live stream has seen it because I was addicted. There's 2 seasons now. Anyway, there's one challenge where they're all in a circular room like this, and they all have to like grab onto these big tree like stumps and fight each other to get off. Anyway, it just resembles that room. I mean, it could also resemble like an octagon at the UFC, but that's where my mind went. So here's a plug for
I
Netflix. Watch Physical 100 because it's the best.
I definitely will. I'll check it out and see what you're talking about because it reminds me of because it's got this big gap in here. It reminds me of the Colosseum,
Ah,
like
yeah.
it's got this, like there's the edge that's crumbled and stuff. All right, we'll give it like just a few more seconds here, and then we'll be good to go. I know that everyone's excited to get stuck into this challenge.
Yeah.
When you do have a moment to read the post, Mudo has also created an amazing backstory, kind of given some like life to this creation. And for those of you who don't realize, and also on the Discord post, it shows the end location. So if you're confused on where you're supposed to go, there's a picture showing the final place. But this thing spans multiple plots. This is not just a one plot. It's like 5 or 6 plots all that has been created, and that's
Crazy.
insane because I know how long it takes to make one.
I can't imagine. I'm gonna reach out to Mudo and ask because I gotta know how long this took to make. It is crazy. So, Tassel, do you know the backstory? Are you holding on it? I want to know all the details.
All I know, I read the backstory a little. I know that it's about like a bird, and it's about kind of about like ancient times in Luma Linda. Like she's got a whole backstory behind it. So you should read it on Discord when you're done because it's kind of a little bit it's involved.
Oh
All
wow!
right, guys. Well, everyone looks like they're here, and everyone's being awesome. I know that this is kind of a more challenging one, so let's get into it. You guys can go ahead and start the challenge right now. Go.
Go, go, go! Amazing! I love this. I love the placement of the trampolines. I love the owl in the middle. Everything looks so beautiful, so intricate. The detail. So I know like one thing that we've talked about before when I did a game night with you, Tassel, was like balancing out like the certain level of activities and like also using certain items to make things more challenging and more parts more difficult. So I don't know if you want to maybe like touch on that. Like what's a good balance of functionality and aesthetics to include in a course like this?
Honestly, that's really difficult. That's one of the biggest challenges you kind of face as a course creator, because you have to kind of understand how tall an item is and whether or not you can jump on that item, or if it's been created in such a way where you just slide right off. There's only a few signs are available in the game, so Mudo's actually created a where she's got like signs like written into the ground with what's it called with the textures,
Uh-huh.
and it's that balance between also like this right here funnels people into a certain direction. It's hard to be to where you don't want it to be completely linear and force people in one direction, but at the same time you don't want them to scatter in every direction and not know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So the balance is it's difficult. It's a difficult balance to create something that's aesthetically pleasing and at the same time functional. You have to know how high the trampoline can bounce, and then you have to know how far the glider can take you, so that you can create these perfect jumps. For but you also kind of you have to make them a little easier sometimes because not everyone has the same skill set. So you don't want to make it to where it's a pixel perfect jump because then only a very subset of people will be able to do it. Whereas if it's you have to kind of well, that's what I do is I make it as hard as possible, and then I pull it back several stages after that to be like, okay, well, not everyone's going to be able to do this.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good way to do it. I was actually thinking about this like just before we got on the live stream because I don't know why I do this. I feel like I like to make life challenging for myself when it doesn't have to be. But sometimes, like when I don't know, when I'm like creating a story or something, like in when I was in college, I had to create like an animated like short film, and instead of like planning it out, I just started, and then I was like, oh yeah, like this is coming along so well, and I'm almost done, and then like so many pieces were missing, like so many parts of the story were missing, and I'm like, oh, that's what storyboards are for. But like it's the same thing I guess as this is like you kind of just have to like start somewhere or plan it out, or I guess whatever your process is, everybody is different. for you, it's making it the most challenging and then scaling it back. Like, I really wonder what Muno's process was with this course, because it's fantastic. And I also feel like people are just having fun because a lot of them just stayed jumping on those trampolines after we said go. So
Yeah, that's kind of what I noticed too. Is that I mean, I think we have like cookies. I think that's what it said in the front. Just so you know, you guys are supposed to be moving over to these other plots too. This it's not just this plot; it's multiple. But the process, I honestly, I would have no idea, because if I go over to this different section, I'll just fly over here. Let me remove that so it's a little better.
nice.
There's, I mean, look at this. There's a ship that's
Oh
just been
my god. Is that the Titanic?
well, it's not sinking, so I don't think so.
Not yet.
You've got another like Colosseum-y like area over here where you have to jump up and through. You got these like wild geometric shapes that are just like cut into the land. Yeah, I honestly, the creative, and then like things like this where there's a bear face just created out of the land itself.
So
I
cute.
don't know the creative process that some of the people go through, because honestly, sometimes it's beyond me. Like I know the way that I create things, like you say, I make it as difficult as possible and then scale it back, and then I try to balance the fun with the with the challenge, and that's really hard too, because if it's too challenging, people just won't enjoy it. But if it's too easy, then it doesn't challenge the people that it's difficult.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, wow. For anybody who is watching right now and seeing all of this, if you're new to Luma Lunda, if you're a new neighbor, this takes time. I mean, I'm not discouraging anybody, because I think that when you get to the point of being able to do this in the game, it is extremely, extremely rewarding, of course, because we're on the live stream and we're highlighting Mudo's beautiful course. But it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of dedication, it takes a lot of passion. So it's really amazing for us to see just how much effort our beautiful community really puts into creating these pieces. So thank you, Mudo, and thank you everybody for being here and participating. Let's see, maybe Tassel, can you take us through like just a fly overview of the track, like how it
Absolutely.
starts?
So it starts off here in the beginning area, like we were saying. We got Old Master here, and then basically there's an empty plot that they have to just jump across. So if they can jump across this empty plot here, that'll bring them into the next section. And Mudo's written start actually into here so that people realize where they're supposed to go.
Nice.
I think that they're supposed to make it to here. Well, I know that they're supposed to make it to here, but if they can't make it there, there is a way in. You guys are not trapped over here, and then you're into this next section. You did mention something really important too about how long it takes. I know that that they're adding a lot of functionality to the landscaping tool. So the fact that this was created with the current functionality is, you're not wrong. It's absolutely amazing, just how much time has been spent. So they get over here and they have to make their way through this. This is the end right here at the top, this goal.
Okay.
But they can't get here yet. They have to actually travel through this plot. So they have to come through here, and they have to creatively fly through here, by the way, which is curved.
Wow. Oh,
Then
wow.
and there is instructions kind of written into the ground and arrows kind of placed if people look. It says Alice Game Night there.
Wow, that's cool. Nice.
The
details. We love the details.
See, people are making it too. I see someone right here, and they're already in the second section. So there are definitely people that are
so close. Good try. Try again. Try again.
And then they come through here, this next section here, and this one is like an item hop. You have to jump across as many items as you can to make it to the top of this section here and fly across.
Very cool. You know what I feel like would help with this item hop section? Everybody who's doing the track right now, just think the floor is lava. And then you'll like focus so hard and you won't fall off.
You're not wrong. That's exactly the right way to think about it too. Because if you're on the floor, you're the farthest away from where you need to be in terms of.
Exactly.
And this next section here is the really cool geometric shit. You see, like I said, that there was a story about like an ancient bird. I took in the description.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a bunch of these ancient birds all over the place too. So she's actually themed it really, really well. By the way, I hope Muno's a girl. I think so. So if I'm not saying that right, I apologize. But
Blood Moon says not a she, so
sorry. Then Muno, thank you for correcting me. I appreciate that. Sorry, I've got the the view here. I'm flying through. So
very cool. Well, Mudo is on brand with the ancient bird lore because there actually is an ancient bird in our lore that nobody knows about yet, but there are hints. There are hints in Alice, so
he's
definitely on
got the
brand.
alpha. Ancient birds everywhere. A part of this is about the exploration too. It's like, what can you make it to the end kind of thing. So obviously, oh, there's someone. Oh yeah, Cookies is in here jumping
Amazing.
through. That's the third section. So this is pretty far into it. So I'm pretty impressed by that.
Wow. The
Like,
only one flying solo right now, hey? Where's everybody else?
let's go back and find out.
All right. This ship is crazy. I can't believe that. I'm blown away.
I know. I really love what do they call the leafy pillars that are used here? That's really really pretty aesthetic.
Very cool. I'm definitely going to go to this plot after this live stream and go check it out because I love ships. I don't really talk about that often, but guys, I love ships. So just remember that if you ever meet me in person, talk to me about ships.
Is there a term for someone who's obsessed with ships? I'm sure there is. My wife drives trains for a living, and
Oh,
and I know that that the term for someone who's obsessed with trains is a gunzel.
a gunsel.
Yeah. There's like a whole group of people that are obsessed with trains. I had no idea until she started working there.
I mean, I don't know. I love the Titanic, so I mean, I just love ships. I don't know if there is. Let me come back on the next live stream and I'll tell you what the word is.
Sounds good. Always welcome. Okay, so we got a few people in the second section really trying to wake their way through this this curved pathway here.
How would you even like you got to be so like handy with the movements on your keyboard and that to get through that curved fly zone.
Yeah, it's difficult because you have to basically kind of go through straight and then turn. I just go all the way to the end here, but you can jump on these platforms. I find it easier to try to hit the final mark than to try to hit one of these earlier ones, these platforms, and then jump across. That's when I usually make an error.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's difficult. I mean, it's definitely this is the first skill check, I'd say. The first one's a little bit of an exploration, and then that's the first skill check. So I never said this course was easy. I just said it was beautiful and well crafted.
I mean, it definitely is. There's no doubt about that for sure. Yeah, I mean, there's also so many items being used to make this course as well. Like the amount of items, and I also know the amount of time I said already, but the amount of time it takes to craft those items. Or I guess if you don't want to craft them, you can always buy them from the marketplace. But there are so many assets on all of these plots to create this course, which is so cool. It's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and it takes. This is not one season's worth of stuff. I can just tell by looking at all the stuff. There's a lot of the newer items. I can see the awesome pudgy fish and the tower and different aspects of it like that. But some of this is from last season, and not they can still create it this season. But I just know from experience and playing together with this community that these are items that have been collected over a period of time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. It's really cool to see that too, because then you know how long Muno's been in the game, how many items they've collected over the seasons and all that. So it's nice. I mean, especially for me because I've been on this project for almost 3 years now. So to see all the items that we first start, like, because when I came on, it was just fishing, and we were just doing crafting, and then we were just doing customization. So like going back, it gives me such a whirlwind of memories back to the beginning, seeing all the items that came out of those first few alpha seasons, and then now they're being used on these amazing courses for people to play. Like it's really cool. I love that.
I agree, yeah, and honestly, seeing like some of these, I don't know if some of these were probably bought. I imagine that's what I do. I go in and I get ones when they're cheap. but like some of these take hours to create. Just these little balloons themselves take hours to create. So when you look at the scale of how many balloons they have, just
Mm-hmm.
everywhere, in every single direction,
Yeah.
yeah, it just takes a lot of time. Oh, look, we got someone to the next section here.
Oh wow, so sneaky. Use those wings. Use those wings and fly.
Got some people still struggling with this concave section or
Yeah.
curved area.
Let's see. Are we able to tell who's in first place? Are you,
I can tell that nobody's made it to the end yet. I don't see anyone at the finish. So I did see someone in like this fourth section here, and I don't see them anymore. So let me see if I can see if where they're at.
gosh, I almost feel like you have to wear blinders when doing this course because there's so many things that can just distract you and
It is
occupy.
like that.
Yeah, make you
It,
forget why you're here in the first place.
yeah, yeah. I'm just going from wandering around at this point.
Yeah. Where is
um,
everybody?
I know
Oh,
they're not at the end, and I don't see them at this section. So I guess no, I'm not sure. I saw the first one that I saw in first place for a while was Cookie
mm-hmm. Where's Cookie?
or Cookies.
Someone
Can't remember.
ate Cookie. They're
Oh, this
gone.
is this really pretty flower that's actually written into the or landscaped into the floor with the new textures.
Oh,
Very
wow,
pretty.
beautiful. Very beautiful. So, Tassel, you picked this course for today, right?
Yes.
Why did you pick this one specifically?
I picked this one for a lot of things. For one, it has a balance of pretty much everything. It's obviously really well crafted. The I know the amount of time it would have taken to the time and effort it takes to create even one of these sections, like I said,
Mhm.
and this one is Old Masters into the next section, and honestly, I picked it because it's aesthetically pleasing. It's very beautiful. It has a good challenge for people like Old Master, who almost always comes in first place. So I wanted it to be somewhat of a challenge. I didn't want it to just be you could just easily run through it. I figure if people can't make it to the end, I'll take the three people that made it the furthest in the course.
Nice.
And
I
it uses everything. It uses every single like there's messages written into the floor. There's the lore that Muto that he provided to at the on the Discord post. Um,
nice.
it's
Yeah, those.
yeah, that's why I picked it because it has everything you can imagine. Like they've utilized every single resource possible at this stage of the game.
Mm-hmm.
We got
Yeah,
Zordiac coming in here too. That's great.
definitely a great course for today for the first game night of the Oasis Wave.
Yes,
Okay, I've got to ask. There's a couple people seem
please.
a little bit confused in the comments, but did you already give the hint for fishing?
No, the fishing hint for the well, there's the two. So there the fishing hints on the task here. I actually wrote it down just to make sure. I can do that now actually. So the Great Fishing Expedition quest, there are two of them, and so I figured I'd just do a little breakdown. The first one says where Alice wanders past the town. Well, that sounds like a town hub to me. So that would be your first clue. Lush and green trees all around. Lush and green trees is Pioneer Point. I don't know that's the most lush green area in the game right now. So
Mm-hmm.
um, so town hub, Pioneer Point. Go north where quiet waters gleam. So you need to go north of the town hub. Cash your line and chase your dreams. So you obviously need to fish. Count to 10 and then you stay, or else your fish will get away. So
Ooh,
town hub, go north. You need to go north 10 plots and fish. That's the
what's
that is
thoughts? Okay, I'm writing this down in the comments. Should I write this down in the comments for
that's
people?
perfectly fine. No, yeah, that's absolutely fine. I appreciate it.
We got Town Hub, Pioneer Point, North 10 plots, and Fish.
That's correct. And that is for the first one.
There we go.
And the second hint that I'll give out now for the expedition quest is in a land of purple beneath lavender skies. Well, we're in a land of purple beneath lavender skies right now. If anyone needs a clue on where this one is, so it's in Shaded Headlands. Neighbors trade secrets of where water lies. That's just saying you need to fish again, right? We're looking for water. Travel east by Bjorn's lucky pool. So you need to go east on the map. So if you look on the Shaded Headland map, go all the way to the east. Cast and release by your favorite school. So you're just looking for water there. So I would go Shaded Headlands, go as far east as possible. If there's multiple plots all the way to the east, just try them all. There's only a couple, and that will complete that one.
Amazing. Ooh, I love those. Nothing like a good little riddle to send you on a quest.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this game is about exploration too. So yeah. And in case any of you guys tuned in a little later in the stream, you need to fish at the first location to be counted for attendance on this game night. So go ahead and fish at the starting location at 308-3627, and then you can complete the attendance task.
Ooh, exciting stuff, exciting stuff. Okay, hopefully that cleared up some of the confusion that was happening in the chat. I put the hints in there, so let us know if you have any other questions. I'm keeping a close eye on the chat while Tassel operates the live stream with sharing his screen and trying to figure out who's where.
Let's go. That's exactly what I need to figure out now. I've seen multiple people travel through. I don't see anyone at the finish line yet, so that means people are still working their way through this crazy compilation of courses.
Is there a way for us, in case we don't catch who is finished or the first three, how are we able to know like the first three people that made this?
Well, I know the pathing is through here, and I've been trying to keep looking back. That's why I keep rotating back to this top section to see who's there. The only reason I wouldn't be able to know who's first would be is if for some reason it was like lagged or something like that.
Okay.
So I can tell just from right here, like nobody's actually made it to the top here.
Not yet.
Not yet. There are several people in multiple sections. For those of you waiting at the beginning, you guys should venture out. There's so much to see here. If you're confused on where to go, it's in the Discord post. But you can also push F6 and zoom out on the tool, and it'll kind of show you. So look, we got Old Master way up here at the top. This is great. This is a kind of a hard place to get to. So
nice.
And then some other people going through here. Yeah, this is great. I'm keeping like a close eye on this place where there's all this wind, the fan.
Mm-hmm.
I know how you get to the end. You have to make your way all the way over here and then glide across with these fans, which is really, really clever.
Ooh, that's so cool. I'm tempted to tell you to do it just so I can see it, but
I can see how far I can get it, but you'd have to keep an eye on the end there. And
after that'll be a what's it called? Behind the scenes of the game night.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wow, so funny. Wow.
Yeah, this is great. It is though difficult like to balance out this thing. So I knew that this one was going to be a challenge and that it was going to separate out the players just because it does offer so much. There's sections where you have to be good at the glider, sections where you have to be good at jumping, sections where you kind of have to see too, like where am I supposed to go? That's why I posted in the Discord channel the final location so people have an idea of, okay, this is where I'm trying to get to.
Mm-hmm. I mean, practice makes perfect, you know? I'm pretty bad at using the glider in the game, but that doesn't stop me. I still go do it because I want to practice. I want to get better.
I know, right? And that's me too. Like, I thought I was pretty good, and then I've seeing some of the skills that other people have brought to the table, and it's like, okay, well, I'm just okay.
I feel like you're pretty like expert mode at everything. No. What is it?
Not compared to some. Everything's relative, right? Like I'm pretty good compared to some people, but definitely there's some people out there that outskill me by quite a bit.
Yeah. I guess it could happen. What are some of the things that you struggle with when you're playing in game?
Pixel perfect jumps are really hard. Because if you have an item, there's a way, excuse me, there is a specific jump where you have to have it exactly the right height. to make it to the next section. And if you even miss it just by a little bit, if you deploy your glider just a fraction of a second too late, you won't make the jump. Those ones are really, really difficult for me to make. So that's why I check it once to make sure that it's possible, and then I'll scale it back from there.
Yeah, I can imagine that would be tough.
Yeah, so the hardest stuff is what I struggle with, obviously. And then yeah, I don't know. Like the trampoline, I'm pretty good with. I know how to use that pretty well. But again, if you're using the glider with it and you have to deploy it at the very like zenith at the top of its at the z-axis, that's really difficult for me.
Yeah. Well, if anybody listening and watching right now does pixel perfect jumps, Tassel needs a tutor. So help him.
I've had Jark show me a little bit. It's more of a hand-eye coordination thing. I don't know. But yeah, no, there's that's what I struggle with.
Fair enough. I mean, here I am joking with you, but you don't even want to know how it looks when I'm trying to do that. So,
well, in the end, it's all about fun, though, right? Like, if everyone's having fun, I can still see people jumping around and stuff. There's nothing to force people to actually, to go through here. And I think some people are just having a fun time just hanging out, while other people are testing their mettle. They want to see if they can actually do it.
Yeah, definitely. There's Mexi M&A commented and said, "It looks amazing, just can't make it over the wall. Where are you?"
Yeah, let me know which wall you're at, and I'd be happy to offer some advice.
Yeah, we got expert Tassel over here, Mexi M&A. So let us know where you are. We'll try to come find you and help.
And that is one thing that I did before running. I've run this several times now, so I do know that it is technically possible.
And one person that completed it, so you all should be able to complete it too. Oh boy. I mean, if I was there right now, Mexi M&A, I'd be with you as well. I'd be stuck. So I don't know if that makes you feel better, but I'm with you in spirit.
I know, we need some of these birds to actually fly so we can just fly across here, a little cheat mode.
They got tired and went fishing for boots. I feel you. You have fun fishing for those boots, okay? Make sure you bring a few of them back.
Yeah, up here. Yeah. We've got about 15 more minutes before we'll start doing the Little Pudgy delegation. So that's not a rush. I'm just letting you guys know you still got plenty of time to explore and to see how far you can make it in this course if you're trying to give it a shot.
Amazing. How are you choosing who gets the Pudgy?
So I have there has been 23 people who opted in for it.
Okay.
And I went ahead and just have a site where it just rolls a random number between 1 and 23, and each person that signed up for it has a number associated with their opt-in. So just completely fair RNG.
Nice.
Since they figured out a good way to do this, and I think this is awesome. People trying to figure out a way through. Technically, this person would be really far in the lead if they took advantage of their position.
Ooh, wow. Who is that? Let's see.
I think it's Artificial. I think that's how you pronounce it.
You go, Artificial. In the lead. And then, is this person a close second?
This person's still at the beginning. Cutawing is they're at the first plot, so they haven't cut across. I see. Going through here again just to see where everyone's at. There's a special location right here where it's just stairs that can lead. There's most of the areas they're not blocked off. Just to give people some clue. If you walk up these little stairs, you can just jump into this next section.
I see. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Make sure you're looking for those things. It's nice that there's like a dedicated like entrance to each part and not really like multiple entrances to make it less confusing.
Yeah, and once you're into a section, you can always get back to the beginning of that section. That's another thing that was really well like crafted here. you can always get back to a section that you were already as long as you've already made it into the general area, you can get back to there. It's just making it into the next one that's really the challenge.
There's one staircase that actually reminds me of, like, in Super Mario Brothers, at the end where you've got to like climb the staircase to jump onto the, like, there's one staircase here that reminds me of that. So I wonder if Mudo took inspiration.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, so many different inspirations I'm sure has been taken from this. I saw somewhere over here on the bear head. That's really far along here. I was gonna go back and make sure no one has made it to the end. I doubt it, but
sorry, crazy sirens happening in the background over here, so muted myself a little bit.
No problem. Yeah, I hear that. Hope everyone's okay.
I live down the street from the fire station, so they're going off all day long, and I've just kind of like tuned them out. I've been living in this apartment for like almost 5 years, so I just feel bad every time I'm on a live stream or a Zoom, like a Google Meets or something. I'm like, guys, I live in a safe area. Trust me.
That's always the way that it works, though. I mean, whenever you have something to do.
Yeah.
Look at this little fish here. I'm just gonna.
Are those supposed to be eyebrows? Because I absolutely love that.
I think so.
Very cool.
Oh, this is
old wise fish. Indeed.
We got Old Master really far into this one or whatever, almost at the final jumps here. Just gotta work their way through this last section.
Ooh, okay, nice. Yeah, that fish is really cool. I saw that earlier, but I didn't realize that the smoke is eyebrows. That's really very creative, Mudo.
That's the thing too, is the creativity is the community here is just outstanding. Like, I wouldn't even think to add the smoke as the eyebrows, but I mean, you work with what you have, right? And it not only does it work, it looks amazing. So
yeah, it really does.
We have, I'd say, the three people in the lead would be Old Master, Artificial. I don't know how that's pronounced because it's got strange spelling, but
I think you got it. I like Artificial. That's cool.
Yeah.
Spin on the word, I like it.
Yeah, me too. We got Cookies and Ack. Yeah, it's awesome. I just mean for pronunciation purposes.
Yeah, definitely.
Zordiac really far in the lead here too. Yeah, we got some.
Okay.
Much closer.
Quite a few people. Nice.
Depending on how this goes in the next, 5-6 minutes or whatever, I might give it just a little extra time to see if anyone can get to the final, because it did take me about 35 minutes after I knew exactly where to go. So it's still not an easy one, even if you know where you're going.
I mean, yeah, we've been doing the live. We've been on the live for almost 40 minutes. I'm pretty sure we started it a couple minutes in. So this is a challenging one. Nothing like a good challenging course for the very first game night of the Wave, right?
I also am the kind of individual that likes to say that I was able to do something. I'll try over and over until I'm able to conquer a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that there's others like me that really appreciate the challenge and just being able to say, yeah, I did that.
Definitely. I'm a big believer. Yeah, I don't like giving up either. But I mean, like, imagine if Mudo was building this course and then they gave up halfway while doing it because it was too much work. I mean, we wouldn't get to experience these beautiful plots in the way that they are so creatively designed. So good for you, everybody who is trucking away and making it to the end, because you're not giving up. And that's the spirit that we like.
Exactly.
Let's
see what we got. I'm actually not surprised, but it's great to see just how many people have made it into the second to last section.
So how many plots did you say actually make up this course? It was 3?
I think it's 6.
6 plots.
6 total that you have to, I mean, because you have to travel through this one as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe it's 5, 5 or 6.
Crazy. That's
Yeah.
great.
Hopefully I'm not making anyone dizzy with me traveling around here. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not missing any of the action. So
You're good. I mean, if anyone's gonna get dizzy, it's probably gonna be me, and I'm okay right now, so
or me.
yeah, that's true. How many do we know how many game nights we're gonna have during this wave of the airdrop?
We'll have one more game night that will be announced coming up, and it'll be announced before that, but it's coming up in a couple weeks from now. Is the And it'll be at a different time. This one we're specifically splitting these up so that we can cover more time zones because we had a lot of comments in there about I can't join that's I'm at work or I can't join that's in the middle of the night. So we're doing the best that we can to accommodate everyone.
Okay, nice. Well, that's great. That's good that we're getting some feedback because, yeah, of course, we want you to be able to join when you can and to do different game nights at different times so many people can join. So keep the feedback coming, everybody who tunes in. Thank you. It's actually, I was just telling Tassel right before we started the stream that it's been almost, I think, a month and a half since I've done one as well. So keep tuned for some Allison Chill open mics coming to you soon over the next couple of weeks because I'm back and the summer is ending. Isn't it crazy that the summer is almost over? I feel like it hasn't even started yet and it's ending.
For me, it's exactly the opposite. Since I'm in Australia, I can't wait for the summer to
Oh,
get
yeah.
here.
You're having winter right now, I guess. So sucks to be you, but it's gonna suck pretty soon because I'm gonna be in rainy Vancouver weather very, very soon.
I'm the only one that's actually themed in a wintertime for the Tinsel Falls.
That is true. That is true. It's so funny.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and look to see who's made it the farthest so far, just in case I have to. Do we have to wrap this up? Because I want to make sure. I know that this little section over here is the farthest, so this leads right up to the end. So.
All right, let's see if anybody's made it.
So I will take the actual. Let's see here. So up by this pudgy chip, you jump and that's where you will glide to the end. You just kind of ride the wave all the way to the end.
Okay,
So
nice.
I will go in here and see who is in the lead so far. No one is in this canyon yet, which you need to get through in order to get to that. No one's up top, right? I'm not missing anyone. No one's sneaking past me. Nope. We got Old Master in the lead. This would be, I would consider, first place so far. Of course, Old Master in front.
Right. I want to say that's not surprising because Old Master is literally an old master. Like, he's a master.
Yeah, right. He was on the top of the leaderboards in the last wave too. It just when you're skilled, what are you going to do?
I know. What are you going to do? You're going to win everything. That's why.
We got a Zodiac that looks like he's got looks like he tried to travel into this location, so that's not I can't count that one, unfortunately. It's a trapped plaza, so that if you try to warp in, you end up there. Mudo's thought of everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wow, that's crazy. Nice. So Old Master we have in first place, and
Old Master's in first. That one you can just get him from the other side. I'm just trying to see who is on this final section of the map.
Okay, we're getting closer to delegating the Pudgy, so who's ready?
I'm ready. I can't wait to see who's next.
Exciting stuff.
All right, do one more visual. I'm going to do one more visual flyby, and then I'm going to call it the winner. So because I don't want to take up everyone's time too much if they've already got specific times. Yes. So far, no one has made it to the end, and that's totally understandable. I understand that this was a challenging one. Some people have made it to the very, very final sections, though. So, like I said, Old Master was in first place, and then let's see who is in second and third.
Okay.
Whoever this is in the second one, if that's.
Who's
How do
on
you pronounce that? Okay.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm glad that we got to spend so much time going through this course because it
And I'll
was
post in on Discord the winners too. I'll go ahead and review the footage just to make sure that I haven't made any errors here. But I mean, I'm pretty confident by how I'm looking at this and seeing where everyone's at.
okay. Cool. Great. So
See where Old Master went.
keep
Not
an eye
sure.
out for that. Keep an eye out for Tassel's post.
Yes, please.
I wonder if Old Master will make it to the end.
I don't know. See, Old Master. Honestly, I'm not sure where they went. I mean, maybe they're already flying high.
On the ship and it's sinking. I'm just kidding.
Oh no.
Who? Well,
Okay. Well, that was Old Master. I think it's Saudio. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I'll definitely spell it out in the Discord channels. That was second place, and I'm looking for the third place. It'd be whoever is in this section. So I just need to kind of go back and pan through here and see.
Old Master said that they're in the same spot from before, but let's go back to that spot. Maybe there's stuff.
Okay, well, the spot that I saw that they were in last was right over here.
In the canyon. Are you in the canyon?
Yeah, this is the canyon.
Oh, sorry. That was me asking if Old Master's in the canyon, but
Oh.
I didn't say. I don't know. This course is so intricate, it's hard to see people.
Yeah, there's a lot. That is one thing to take into consideration is that when it's this spread out, with two people kind of viewing it, it can be a little challenging.
Oh,
yeah, they're second place. I remember.
Nice. Okay.
So we're just looking for a third place here, and then that's whoever's in this section here. So I'll just go back and visually see who's in the sections.
All right. Let's see.
And then we can move on to the budget delegation because I know that's
exciting stuff. Exciting stuff.
This and then the ship would be the next section.
The ship is so cool.
Yeah, a lot of items.
All those placeables to make the sails, and yeah, like that's just really cool. Love that.
Alrighty.
Trees, all of those Parisian trees, we love those.
I know, beautiful. Some of the actual assets in here that have been used and stuff. I'm always they're so pretty.
Yeah. Is that our third place person?
Third place because it's the only person I can see in here, and they're the furthest along. So that's R3V0. So there we go. There's all three. So Old Master Salio. I'm not 100% sure how that's pronounced and then R3V0. All right. I'll go ahead and let us move on to the next thing. You guys are so amazing. Thank you guys for showing up and doing this. I know that this was a more challenging one, and but I think you guys did great. Those are that actually tried it.
Yes, thoroughly enjoyed watching everybody go through that.
I'll exit out of here by Biscuit, and let me move on to the next thing here. Let me unshare this, and it'll just.
Exciting. So we're going to delegate our little pudgy to somebody. So yes. For how long are they going to get the little pudgy for?
So they'll have the little pudgy for at least 2 weeks is the way that yeah, that's the way that it works. So let me go ahead and stop sharing this screen. Just one moment.
Exciting. There's so many things that you can do with a little pudgy for 2 weeks, guys. For 2 weeks.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Share, and then let's put it. I want it to be the focal point, so let's add this to the scene. Actually, you know what? I'll just make it full screen. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Okay, great. Let me zoom in even more just so that there's no confusion here. So here it goes. Dun 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 dun. 123. What's the number this time?
Who's it going to be? Keep your number close. Number 6.
Number 6, congratulations. Let's see who number 6 is.
Number 6.
You guys could shout out who that is. That would be great. I don't have the list there. It's in my Discord. Actually, here, let me just
Let's take a look. We should say who is getting this little pudgy. Number 6.
Yes.
Who are you, special number 6?
Let's see here. I'll pull up right now. Number 6 is Zhu, ZHU. That's fantastic. I'm really excited. That's a really, really cool thing. So I guess it's time to wrap up, guys. Thank you again so much for joining me on game night. I had a really a blast going through there. Hopefully I didn't ramble too much about the course design. If you haven't had a chance to check out the description that Mudo left in Discord, please do. It's fantastic, and it really adds to the lore and to the kind of colors of the universe that they've created for this course. I will leave the task up for 1 hour after this goes down, just so that if anyone didn't have a fishing pole for some reason, they can still complete the attendance course. And that is it, guys. Thanks so much for joining me, Sharina. I really appreciate it. It's always a pleasure having you.
Anytime. Thank you for inviting me. I love game nights, and I love seeing what our community creates. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you to Mudo for making such a beautiful course. I'm going to go spend some time on that course after, and I'm going to go read the story right after this. So I'm excited for that.
All right. And like I said, I'll post the winners on Discord so everyone knows who got the first, second, and third place. You all get 500 for joining. There's special NFTs for everyone who attended. So, all right, guys. See you next time.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.